Cheryl Gadner, followed by Jared Gilbert.
Yes, I appreciate this opportunity to speak before the City Council and to New Mexicans. I'm going to speak about the anti-choice ordinance. Do women just wake up one morning deciding they no longer want to be pregnant when they're 16, 20, or 24 weeks along? Abortion past 20 weeks is uncommon in the U.S., the statistics being only 1 to 1.5% of all pregnancies. So it is very uncommon. On the website called The Good Men Project, Aaron Gouvier tells about the difficult decision he and his wife made after finding out that the fetus his wife was carrying had mermaid syndrome with its legs fused together and that it had no bladder and no kidneys. Their doctors told them there was 0 chance of survival for this fetus. Aaron and his wife made the difficult decision to end her pregnancy. But the day they went to the clinic for the abortion, they had to deal with an angry mob of anti-abortion protesters, making this sad situation even worse. Did the protesters know the details of the Gouvier situation? Of course they didn't. Should men in government or even voters make this decision for all women in all cases? I could not imagine myself passing judgment in this type of situation or suggest that I have the correct moral code that everyone should have to follow. One objection to late-term abortion has been that the fetus can feel pain. But we could prevent that pain by requiring the administration of anesthesia to the fetus prior to the abortion without infringing on a woman's right to have that abortion. Thank you.
Gerald Gilbert and Ron Herman.
My name is Jerry Gilbert. I appreciate this opportunity to speak before the City Council and to the New Mexicans in the audience about the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Ordinance. Proposing an ordinance to limit the time for an abortion in order to avoid fetal pain sounds humane, but I believe such a proposal is dishonest. That is, it conceals a hidden agenda in 2 ways. First, fetal pain is one of several reasons used nationwide to limit abortions in an effort to eventually eliminate all abortions for any reason. But a woman's right to an abortion is guaranteed by Supreme Court decisions based on the Constitution. Second, efforts to limit or eliminate abortions are typically based on religious beliefs rather than compassion. Although anti-abortion legislation uses the legal process, which is based on democratic principles, there are many people who would gladly support faith-based bans on abortion as part of a belief that religious law should replace constitutional law for moral issues. Some religious extremists have made it clear that their ultimate goal is to convert our democracy into a theocracy. Support for this ordinance will invite lawsuits and federal intervention into local decisions. Is this what we want? Please think about this carefully. Thank you.
Ron Herman, followed by Rachel Lazar, and then Roger Mickelson. Mr. Herman.
Thank you, councilors. My name is Ron Herman. I am a longtime resident of Albuquerque, born and raised in New Mexico. I have a tremendous respect for this city council and the immense responsibility that you carry on your shoulders. I am pro-choice, and the only reason for opposing the right to abortion is the belief that there is a God who is offended by abortion and that we must please this God or else. But surveys show that 1 of 5 people in Albuquerque is not a church-going person, and most don't accept the claims of Christian leaders. That means there could be 2 members of the city council right here who privately doubt the claims of religion. But that's okay, because we don't have a religious test for public office, and that separation of church and state is a very good thing. And even Christians have different opinions about abortion rights. One reason for this disagreement is that their guiding books, the New and Old Testaments of the Bible, do not prohibit abortion. Abortion is not banned in the Bible. I challenge Christians here to show us where that is. In fact, there are verses where it advocates the ruthless killing of innocent children and pregnant women. And of course, many people in Albuquerque don't see these contradictions, these contradictory, out-of-date writings to be of much use anyway. Do you want to take responsibility for giving voters the bogus opportunity to go against the Supreme Court decision and place the city at risk of litigation over this? This terribly divisive issue is a great distraction from much other important civic business before the council. I ask you not to participate in a religious debate that has already been settled by the supreme law of the land. Thank you.
Rachel Lazar,